Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale. If you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure.
You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut.
So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Today we're drinking a beer that I've been wanting to drink since I first started doing these late last year. This is Carlsberg. This Carlsberg beer. If you've ever been to Europe, you've probably seen this all over the place there. It's kind of like the Budweiser of Europe, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of famous beers over there, and they're all pretty much the same. They're these German or Czech-style Pilsners. This is technically a German Pilsner. There's also like Stella Artois, which is a Belgian Pilsner, and Czechvar, which is a Czech Pilsner. And this beer, I got this Nonic pint glass when I was in Copenhagen, Denmark, and this t-shirt too. But so I've had this beer before. I haven't reviewed it because I've just never gotten around to it. I've wanted to because it gives me a chance to wear this shirt. And I've used this glass a few times before, but I've never actually reviewed Carlsberg proper. Well, oh man, I can smell it from here. It's really skunky. And I got a real fat head on there, which is all just going to fizzle out in a minute anyway. So yeah, total skunky smell. Actually, I think Heineken smells worse, but let's see how the taste measures up. It's actually rather sweet, but it's all buried underneath a very grainy taste. Actually, it's not really as crisp as I would like. It's actually rather mild. You know, say what you want about these, Pilsners and lagers, especially macro ones like this, is like, they do tend to have a crisp, clean taste, although I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. Slightly kind of oily taste here, but you hardly would really notice it. It's just, I'm leaving this grain, and it's a very dry taste. Fortunately, it's not leaving like a chalky aftertaste like a lot of the like an American take on Pilsners. They tend to have like this kind of dry, chalky aftertaste. This one actually finishes clean, so that's good. It is very drinker friendly though. Have to be truthful about that. It has a very soft mouthfeel. Like I said, it's not crisp like a lot of the other Pilsners. So it actually feels a little thick and heavy in your mouth, but it's very soft, and so it goes down really easily. This beer, it works a lot better if you're drinking this with a meal instead of on its own. There's a bit of an aftertaste, but it's not too bad. It's overall it's just kind of a grainy, kind of bitter beer. Although it's not really off-putting though. It's just kind of right there in the middle. I've had this beer, like I said, when I was in Copenhagen. Every bar or restaurant you went to had Carlsberg. So I was in Copenhagen in October of 2006. Yeah, and I remember having it with a lot of meals and stuff there, and I thought it was pretty good. Plus, over there I was having it on tap, but so like this, an American bottled version that's been sitting on the shelf for who knows how long. Obviously, this isn't a fair depiction of the beer as if you had it in a bar in Copenhagen like I have. That actually impresses me is that for a Pilsner, this leaves a lot of lacing on the glass, and there's still a lot of head left in there. So, I don't know, I mean, it's actually almost unfair for me to really honestly rate this beer. because this isn't really an accurate depiction of it. This is a lot different than if you have it in Europe, and especially in Copenhagen. Over there, I really liked it, but you know, over here it's been sitting, it's getting skunky, flavor's pretty flat. There's no expiration date on the bottle. I mean, there's a code number here, but I don't know how to read this. Gassy beer. It's not as bad as Heineken or Stella Artois, though. But that might be from the age or something. I don't know, but overall, I mean, I'm rather indifferent to Carlsberg, so you know, not really. It's not really doing a lot for me, but I've had a lot worse, so it's just right there in the middle. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. You know, it's totally average beer, and if I could get a fresher, a more accurate sampling, I would probably rate it again. So, but anyways, now I finally reviewed Carlsberg, so I could finally use my Carlsberg pint glass and wear my Carlsberg t-shirt. On the back it says probably the best beer in the world, which I would totally disagree with. I like the cap on there too. So 5 out of 10 for Carlsberg. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.